Now let us talk about Fluxon Online Money Making platform. Is this platform legit or not? Thank you so much. Welcome to the Informa channel. In case it's your first time, here we do review sites, online money making platform, to see whether it could be legit for you, or it may not be legit, or even we try to predict how long it may last or not. Now, one of my Telegram subscribers requested me to talk about the Fluxon. He is very convinced that this platform is one of the best that you can ever use. Now, I tried to do my simple review based on just doing a simple search. What is Fluxon? And so it came to my attention that there is a very well-known company known as the Fluxon, and their main task is to develop softwares, put it out there, apps and all that for people to use. So there are people just that do programming in general. That is the official Fluxon, Fluxon, fluxon.com. I want you to mark that address very well, fluxon.com. Now, so they even have a LinkedIn page, which I cross-checked was so good. Social media and everything looks very, very authentic. They do software development. Now, then there came across okay, and I also performed its trust score. It has 100 out of 100% trust score. That is the fluxon.com. And if you look at how long it has taken, the site has taken 24 years in existence. That is since the year 2000. It has taken 24 years. So Fluxon is a legit and an authentic business. I want you to mark that. But this is not the one that people are advertising to be helping people to make online money. As we can see in here, that there is nowhere that you can see for us you can make money and all that. It's not there. Okay, so what the people did is that these people came up and tried to come up with something similar with that name, and they added, you see here, this is the Fluxon, then they added another n.com. So this was slightly a different address from the one that I've just shown you from there, showing that, as I always tell you, last time I told you that these scammers tend to always use names that are already known, some names that are already known in the market in there, and you can go around and begin looking for, if you try to Google search for it, you're most likely to find some other names that are related to that particular name. So Fluxon is a common name, as I've shown you, but if you look at the address itself, it tells you that this one was something different. And if you look at the sign up page, it is looking pretty neat and good generally, but other things are not making sense. Like down here, I was seeing that you have to agree to terms of use and privacy. But when you click on there is no information there. There is nothing. It will just put for formality. There is no terms and policies in that signed up session there. And you need to have all these referral codes available, the verification codes. This verification code, I tried logging in, these verification codes were not working. It was constantly telling me that I needed to, it's having an error. So I don't know whether other people are successfully signing up for that particular address, but it came to my attention that Fluxon, that online money making site, has so many other ways. Of course, there is this Telegram customer care with the Fluxon 888. I tried sending a message, the person is not available online, so I couldn't be in touch. Now, that is not the only site. When I performed the trust score for that Fluxon with the capital N, the trust score was only 1 out of 100, with some of the major reasons being it has only taken 3 days. From the time I'm recording this, it had only been registered for 3 days, that particular site. I want you to monitor the pattern here. You realize this site has taken 3 days, right? 3 days. So meaning if today is 13th, then it was registered around 10th of November. But that's not the time that Fluxon began surfacing. The name Fluxon, those people for money making, started appearing way back in October. way back in October, meaning that this one that registered 3 days ago, it is slightly different. Now, if you look at here, the link that this person here advertised, it was Fluxon 18. It was Fluxon 18. But the one I've shown you was Fluxon with the additional N. So I tried looking at Fluxon 18 and to see whether is there anything. Fluxon 18 right now is not working. That address has crashed. It's no longer working. And yet this person was constantly advertising in the video that you can register, and even a link is still available up to now. But if you try to go to that link, then that site is not there. It has totally crashed, meaning these sites are getting crashed. Maybe when the other one crashes, when they opened another one. And even the trust score for that Fluxon 18, it was also very, very low, similar to how the Fluxon with the double N I've just shown you. Still 1 out of 100, still with the low traffic score, the owner not known, and it is new. So that was about 1 month from now. So since we're in November, that one goes back to October. So in October they were using fluxon18.com and it has totally crashed now. I also found that there was also another address which was Fluxon with the AQ added. Fluxon with the AQ added on top there as another address for Fluxon. And why I say it's still the same people, because you can see that the pattern, the color theme is similar, even the customer service, it is similar, or it is the same as the one I showed you, Fluxon 888. It's also similar to this one. I think Fluxon 888. So they're still the same people that keep on coming up with the new sites every time. So this new site, which was Fluxon Q, but here the information saying that, okay, respected user, we're still doing system upgrades, so make sure sit back and relax, we shall inform you. But this thing has been like this for quite some time, meaning this site has also crashed and it may not come back with this fluxonq.com. But probably, maybe, even if this has crashed, you can use another address, maybe, and then you can sign up with your details. Now that one I do not know. So when I tried to do a review for that site was looking a little bit higher, having a higher trust score, but it has also crashed. And the reason why it was having a higher trust score is that it was not easy to find in-depth information about it. Most of the information in the site was really, really hidden. So there were a few things analyzed about the site itself, even how long it was exactly registered. It is hard to analyze. But I can see here that the first time they tried to analyze it was Scam Advisor was on 2nd November, which tells me that that site had taken about 10 days, 13 days, 11 days from the time I'm recording this. So less than 2 weeks still, and it has also already crashed that particular address in there. I also came across that there was also another link that they were promoting around October 12th, way much earlier, like how also the Fluxon18.com was being promoted. This is the F Fluxon, so it was capital F Fluxon. Still, it takes us to this similar interface, the same people having the same login information here. Multiple addresses is being used to log into the F Fluxon. Again, I couldn't sign up in here. It was complaining of the registration error, verification code. Here I can clearly see that this is 2330, but if I try to put in my fake login info, sorry, okay, so allow me put here my fake Gmail account. This one doesn't matter because for them they don't verify anything at all. Doesn't matter. So let me put in my fake details. Now you see here I'm saying it's 2330. This is the link, but when I try to register, it complains of verification code is invalid. But this is 2330. So I think the system itself has an issue, or even again this site could be going back home. I tried to look at the trust score of that F Fluxon, and it was really low. Still, again 1 out of 100, and it had only taken about 1 week old. So meaning these people just keep on, they wake up one day, then they just keep on opening up new address, each and every time. Okay, so that's something else. I still again came across another address called the Fluxon, and if you go to the gfluxon.com, again it gives you the similar interface similar to the Fluxon in here. And still however, for them in their sign up page, you don't have this verification code. It doesn't appear in there. But besides that, I was unable to successfully register also, because this registration area was mute, like sort of mute. If I put some information, I am unable to still register from there. So still brings the same issue of the error in verification code, even if you don't have verification error in here. So I'm wondering how people are even registering on this particular site. The Fluxon review also brought on a 1 out of 100, still similar range with the others, and it was also 1 week from now. So I think these are just amateurs, some new people just like opening up things for fun and just trying to there's really nothing in there. So far we have seen that these multiple addresses are similar. They're having issues on their own. You cannot access privacy terms, and others have crashed, others are. So this first of all gives me a purely 100% surety that this is a total scam, and these people are going to eat your money for really nothing. So because I couldn't sign up, I couldn't even go further into details to try to investigate what is inside the app. But from this point, I can conclude that this site is a total scam. However, one of my users also sent me some other details, some other information that these people keep on spreading around on their groups, saying that they are very authentic. Some sort of a paperwork saying that they are a registered company with the state of Nevada. Okay, and so that is their sort of a license, a trading license, a business license. So we should really trust them. We can see that they're claiming it was on 28th August 2023. That's when they got that documentation. And I didn't really even checking through this, but I cannot even trust it. Of course, this is a Fluxon LLC. We've already seen what the real Fluxon looks like, but let's first go further. If it necessitates, we shall come back and verify online to see if the claim is right. And of course, their return, that is their return, about 10% daily profit margin. It's not like profit as per se, because if you put 500 USDT and you'll be receiving a 50 USDT every day, that's not really profit as per se. That is more like you're first recovering your capital, unless maybe at the end of the day they allow you to withdraw your capital, maybe. But for people who have invested, let us know in the comment section, do they make you withdraw back your capital or not? Because if they don't, then this is not profit yet. This is still part of your money that you need to recover. Of course, if it's 10%, then you need only 10 days to be able to recover back your capital, and then after that you can then begin enjoying the money in case you wish. And in terms of there are so many VIP levels, so the higher amount you invest, the higher VIP you will be put in, and you can see that from there. And in case you have a bigger team, let's say a team of 10 members, then you can have a weekly salary of 500 US. If you have a weekly salary of 500 USDT. If you have a team of 30 members, you have 1000 USDT every week. That's a lot of money in case even that comes to pass. So such kind of high promises makes you keep on pushing aside, promoting your links, trying to make people join into your lane as fast as possible, because you'll be aiming to make this money. And yet at the end of the day, all those people you are going to invite in, they will end up losing their money within this similar scheme in here. And so we can see that if you progress further, they still claim, they still keep on putting claim that they're really authentic. You can try to check their information online just to see whether they are authentic or not. And so Okay, this is another. This is the Department of Treasury Financial Crime Enforcement claiming that they are registered as a mobile money kind of company are handling money. But even from here, I can just clearly see that this is a fake documentation. If you look at the font size in here, you look at this font, look at how these fonts are looking like, look at the down one, how they're looking like, here are looking like, then look at these one. All these are mixed fonts everywhere. I doubt whether a government agency that aims at giving certification and all these things would really cannot sit down and have all these things well made, having a same font throughout except the header and everything the same. No, I don't really trust this. So this is something that can really be made up, and the seal in here shows nothing special. And then also when I come down here, I can see that authorized signature date here, receive date this. You don't really submit documents in a big organization, government organization, to get approval and then you get on the same day. It's and besides that, receive date always comes first, then authorized or signed comes later. You cannot get on the same day. I've registered my personal company itself, and it doesn't really take that. You can submit today, then wait after 2 or 3 days for it to be approved. So because they have to verify if you're authentic or not. So claiming that both receive date, authorized date, everything was on the same day, and it is submitting it to a financial crime enforcement net, to the Department of Treasury, that is a very total lie in that particular aspect. And also something which is very misleading is that if you look at the address of this letter, we can see the date in here. The date in here was 4th. This is 4th of September 2023. I expect that this is the date that the letter was being maybe written back to the owner of the company or something. But if you can come down here, they're claiming that what authorized date is September. Those dates there. So who does it? Like, because these dates are misleading, or like they're not much. In most cases, the date that this is addressed is earlier or on the same day earlier, because the secretary or something draft these letters and then it is forwarded to somebody to stamp it or to add a signature or anything. So this is literally supposed to be a higher date in most cases, or the same date than this particular one here, because you cannot approve and sign everything in here and then you come back and so I do not trust all that documentations they have given in. And so looking at 10% daily return in some other, and even the information is misleading here, because if you see here, what does this mean? One day, if the valuable asset is 500 USDT, you'll be having 10%, and then second day your money will have become 550. You still get another 10% from that. Of course, they can allow you compound your profit. But what's not making sense is that again you find another peak telling you the profit ratio depending on your level. Let's say you have $50, you'll be having a bonus of 1%. So that is 5 USDT. So are we going with the 1% or we're going with the 10%? Those are also a lot of errors within that other documentation or that other advertisement. But what do I really think of Fluxon? Looking at all these multiple addresses, others have crashed, not working, others are under maintenance. Yeah, sign up was an issue. Even trust score, all of them was 1 out of 100, not even a 10, not even a 20. I think you shouldn't bother investing in this site. Don't bother. You leave it. Do not join it. This site is going to crash anytime, any soon. You may not make even any money out of it. How long can it last? Looking at what I've seen so far, each of those sites do not reach 1 month. They always crash before 1 month, and then new addresses keep on opening up. So I don't see each of them lasting for 1 month. I also didn't find any Telegram group that you can access information from, and with no contact on the site for sign up, then you have no direct communication to communicate with, except this Telegram customer care, for which even I sent them a message, and I think up to now they have not yet even read or replied back to me. Therefore, in case you're having an issue, you cannot easily reach them, and so you end up dying in silence. See you next time. Let me know what you think.